Well, I don't know if you see behind me here. See, there's a big line of people going into this building. Now, you think it's a museum or anything because we're downtown Washington, D.C. No, it's for a food court that's in this government building. Everybody, it's the U.S. Customs Office here, and everybody wants to go in their food court. So all the tourist buses stop here to go into the food court in the Hey, it, it, it's in here. Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody, every day. Somebody just recognized me or whatever. I don't know why. I sort of fit right in, don't I? I fit right in if this was a circus, and it really is. So the government's really a circus, isn't it? That goes on. Nobody understands what's going on. Everybody's, tipping on the edges and hoping like hell, that things are, will go fall their way, and they usually don't. So that's why the government has grants for even if things are falling your way or not following your way. Now that's pretty cool, I think. I mean, we have organizations like FEMA. I mean, my family used that a lot even before FEMA was here. I forget what they called it before FEMA, but we were in a flood. Our whole family, our family business, and everything got wiped out by the flood. This is back in the 70s. Flood Agnes, it was called, in Wilkesboro, Pennsylvania. I didn't know anything about grants. Boy, my father got money for grants. We got money for grants. Everybody did. And actually, we didn't even have a house to live in. And they gave us a free trailer that my father put on a golf course because he's a golfer. So we lived on the golf course in a government subsidized trailer. Uh, and now I just reading about another grant today, $10,000 in it's in Mississippi to make your house stand a flood or stand a hurricane. I mean, we got so much bad weather now. What they're doing is giving grants to make sure your your home stands. You could stand up to a hurricane or a tornado or whatever it is. So it's easier to give you 10 grand now to make you get through that hurricane than give you 50 grand after or whatever it is when the hurricane comes through and flattens everything you got. But people don't know, and because they don't advertise, they don't have advertising money, so it's not their fault. When people give agencies money to give to you, they say don't spend any money on advertising because they think that's a waste of money. And what happens to me is that the people who find out about it are the people who spend their money trying to find out about it. So that means rich people. So the people who don't have extra money to spend on getting uh, finding out about this program don't find out about them, and it's really they need them more than the rich people. But the rich people get more of them because they spend money advertising, hiring people together. That's what I used to be. One of these people would charge you thousands of dollars to find these programs. Now, what I'm so happy about, I just charge $20. I've got it, and that's because of technology. Because of the technology now, I'm able to do it as little as $20 to help people apply to every grant they're eligible for. They deserve it. You deserve it more without money than the people with money. I mean, I think as a community, that's what we would do. We should give our extra resources to people who are struggling, not the people who are not struggling, right? But I'm sure I'm not going to live long enough to see that change. So to me, what I do is just in my little corner of the world, trying to do that. So for $20, you could ask us as many questions as you want every day. Ask us 100 or whatever. We have people who are grant experts to help you point you to the right direction. Plus, we have people that are live every day. People are live on the internet to answer your questions about how to get a grant to do anything you want. And these are people not only from who are staff and get paid, but people who don't get paid that are members who've got money and they want to help other people learn from them. And I think they're better to learn from than for me or grant experts because we're not applying every day like members are. So members are applying to grants every day, getting them, and so they share that success with you. And that's why now we have close to, I think, about a 10 or 20, 10, maybe 10, 12 people that are on various times throughout the week. They're available for free to ask questions, get answers, and you hear other people's questions and answers you don't even know to ask. Hey, I'm right across the street from you. Uh, you really? Can you see me waving? Where are you? Are you in Washington, D.C.? I don't see somebody waving in Washington, D.C. Maybe so. Where are you? uh, do you know where I am? I'm on the other side. I think Department of Commerce is on one side of the street, and I'm on the other side, which is Customs, or Agency of International Development. Yeah, and they're both here on this side. So you are woke. I don't know what that means anymore. But anyway, it's just trying to tell people what's available to help them in this society. There's so much free help that people don't know about, so they suffer and have all this stuff and have no hope in life because nobody's helping them. And when it's there, but just have to know where it is, how to use it, because it's different than anything we've taught in school, or learned on the internet, particularly from Google that tells you how to spend money. What do you think it means? Uh, Say that. She is lying. I don't know. Uh, well, I guess woke means somebody who thinks about, what's happening maybe in the future. And we really don't know, but we see a trend. So maybe this will happen, and that's what it is. And it just sounds like a stupid name. Uh, but I guess whatever people want, what the hell is. Psych, I got you. Have a blessed week. Oh, that's good, Hernandez. I love to be suckered. I love to be gullible because that's fun. It creates excitement in your life. If you can, I several organization grants and receive none. How come you get these grants and I do not? I bought your book years ago and well, because it's probably going to take you more than several organizations. And the other thing, you may have approached it wrong. What people usually do when they get a book or a source, what they do is look for the application and try to apply. No, you can't do that. You can, but it's not. Not going to be as successful doing it that way. What you have to do is call that organization that you think may be able to help you, because even if they don't help you or they can't help you, uh, is that you ask them where else, because these are people that are spending their career helping people like you solve financial problems. So if they're in a business to do that, if they can't help you personally, they certainly know more than you or I will ever know what else is available in the neighborhood where you live that may be able to help you. Then you call another one. Uh, yeah, his grandson, very interesting person. I have a public policy administration master's degree. Are you very interesting? Interesting. You are very. Yeah, well, nobody teaches you about this. This is the best part of the government, not policy. It's programs. What the hell they have? We spend an average of $22,000 to every family in the form of grants to give people to live more comfortable and to solve financial problems or do things in life, get a house, get an education, start a business. We give money, an average of $22,000 for every family in America every year. It's not just one time, every year. There's thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of programs that do this. It's at the federal, state, local level. Nobody teaches you about that. They teach you there's three branches of government. He or him. Well, it's a he. He. I laugh a lot. So call me a he. And I don't. Thank you. Uh, a cop come by and smiling and say, he likes my outfit. Okay. And it makes people smile. And that's why, man, I just feel an obligation to wear this because, man, if I can make people smile just by walking down the street, man, I got nothing better to do. That's why if I know something about a program, about something that can help you solve a financial problem or get you out of a debt or help you do something you really always wanted to do in life, I have nothing better in life to do. And that's why I'm so happy I could do this now for $20. Before, when I used to do it, people have to pay me thousands. And they weren't fun people to help. They don't even need the money. They just get more. Yes, the grant sector is something. uh, that is not taught. Uh, Palestine, what is Palestine? Free Palestine. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do it. But it's certainly another crisis in our world. You know, people that act inhuman to other people when we're all humans is a little hard to digest. But it's going to happen. I mean, I was in Vietnam. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but there's always crazy times in every generation, I guess. And it builds your character, I guess. And even doing something, however you feel, one way or another, about Palestine, it builds your character, but you still have to respect the other people. Stopping by to say hello. Thank you. I signed up for Let's Go Help members last month. It's crazy how much I've learned and how much I've gotten that I couldn't get anywhere else. Oh, Salvador, well, that's wonderful to hear. I mean, thank you so much. I mean, see, that's what things like that. I have never been happier in my whole life because now I'm getting feedback like this from you and other people, the members that come and try. Sure, everybody doesn't get a grant, but it's there for everybody. So it's how much you put in and things like this. But I can't guarantee you get a grant. Nobody can. The only people that guarantee you get a grant are the people giving out the money. So anybody calls you up or does anything, first of all, if they're contacting you, they want money. Okay, and real grants don't ask for money because they're given by nonprofit and government offices that don't charge for applying for a grant. So right away you'll know that's a scam. And the other rule of thumb I have, if they're asking more than $20, which I ask for, they're a scam. But they're probably not. But you don't need that. I mean, people try to get as much money as you can. But if anybody hints that they promise you give you a grant, that is definitely a scam because they cannot do that. Okay? I can't even guarantee that you'll get one of our grants. We give out over $75,000 worth of grants every year to our members. Every month, I'm sorry, every month. So that's like $1 million a year. Everybody doesn't pick up their money though, and that's the problem. So we're able to use it again, and that it's really nice. But please, whether you use me or not, if you don't use me, then go to findhelp.org and you can get free help there on getting a grant. Now, nobody there charges you money, and they have a database of hundreds of thousands of people around the country who give out grants. That's findhelp.org. So you only want to go to people that are .org or .com. See, this is the line to get into the food court. uh, and somebody, the food court line is getting bigger. So I got to go now. I got to finish my exercise, get to the gym, and start asking questions. And thank you so much for making my life the best life I've ever had. God, I'm 81 years old, and I've never been so happy in my life. And that's because of you. Thank you so much.